Travis Scott arrested in Paris. Will the drama ever stop? Why was Travis Scott, one of the biggest names in hip-hop, arrested in Paris after a seemingly normal day at the Olympics? The rapper has had his fair share of legal run-ins, but this latest incident at a luxury hotel adds another twist to his already controversial history. What really happened that night, and why does trouble seem to follow him wherever he goes? Stick around to find out the details that everyone's talking about. If there's someone who has had a crazy 2024 so far, it's Travis Scott. You know what has always made headlines in his career? Yes, his legal troubles are again making headlines. But why is it that controversy is always following this hip-hop superstar wherever he goes? His real name is Jacques Webster, but many of us know him as Travis. When you look at his career, he has dominated the charts with over 100 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 and 4 chart toppers, including Sicko Mode and Highest in the Room. What is your favorite Travis song, by the way? Apart from knowing him as an American rapper, his high profile with his former girlfriend, media personality, and businesswoman Kylie Jenner, with whom he has 2 children, has always kept him in the spotlight. But the question is, why does he keep landing in trouble despite all this success? Now, you might be wondering, what brought Travis to Paris? Well, he wasn't just there for the croissants, he was catching some Olympic vibes, front and center at the US versus Serbia basketball semifinal. But of course, Travis doesn't just blend into the crowd, he was chilling courtside with heavy hitters like Michael Rubin and Quavo. Yep, Quavo from Migos, just casually watching the game. Now, let's get into what really went down on that Friday in Paris, a night that turned a luxury hotel stay into front-page news. According to French authorities, things got heated at the George V Hotel, one of Paris's most upscale spots. Travis Scott, or should we say Jacques Webster, allegedly found himself in a fight, not just with anyone, but with his own bodyguard and a hotel security guard. So this is how the story goes. As the fight between Travis and his bodyguard escalated, the security guard stepped in to separate them. But the next thing, police had already been called, and Travis was escorted out in handcuffs. The Paris prosecutor's office confirmed the incident, stating that Scott was arrested for assault, and the case was passed to the judicial police. But by Saturday, the prosecutor's office had closed the case, calling the offense not sufficiently serious. Talk about dodging a bullet. So what sparked all this? A source close to Travis spilled that the rapper was hounded by fans and paparazzi all week in Paris, and he blamed his bodyguard for not doing his job right. Tensions boiled over, and well, the rest is history. Although Travis was quickly released after paying the bond, this isn't his first rodeo with the law. He's had a few run-ins before, especially during his performances and nights out. Travis Scott's wild reputation didn't start in Paris. It goes way back to his first arrest in August 2015 at Lollapalooza. That was the moment when Scott's rager persona really hit the headlines. The show had barely started when Travis, in true rebel fashion, urged the crowd to storm the stage. In a video that's since gone viral, you can see him pointing at the security guards, shouting, "Everyone in a green shirt, get the F back." He was all about the chaos, chanting, "We want rage," as fans flooded the stage. But it didn't take long for things to spiral out of control. The music was cut and security stepped in, warning that the show wouldn't go on until everyone got off the stage. Travis, realizing things were slipping, tried to calm the crowd, saying, "Listen, they're gonna stop the show if y'all don't get down. I want to finish performing. We can start over. Everybody just get down." But by then, the damage was done. The show was shut down, and Travis was taken into custody and slapped with a disorderly conduct charge. It was a chaotic 5 minutes that would set the tone for the controversies that followed him throughout his career. Fast forward to May 2017, and Travis Scott was back in hot water, this time in Rogers, Arkansas. Once again, his knack for stirring up chaos at his shows caught up with him. During a performance at the Walmart Arkansas Music Pavilion, Travis allegedly urged the crowd to bypass security and rush the stage, just like he did at Lollapalooza. But this time, things were even more serious. According to local reports, including Channel 5 News, this incident was considered a potential felony because injuries and property damage were at stake. Without wasting any time, the Rogers police arrested Travis and took him to Benton County Jail. But guess what? He didn't stay for long. After just 12 minutes, he was released after being booked. That's what we call the true Travis Scott style, but what do you expect from a star like him? But there's more to this narrative. Nearly a year later after this incident, in February 2018, Travis took a plea deal, reducing his charges to misdemeanor disorderly conduct. The price tag? $7,465.31. But if you thought that was the height of his controversy, you're wrong. Remember November 2021 when people lost their lives and many got injured? This was the biggest disaster in Travis's career. At his Astroworld Festival in Houston, the event in his hometown started with so much celebration. But things took a dramatic turn, a tragedy that shocked the music world. 10 people lost their lives and hundreds were injured as the crowd surged during his performance. Now, who could take all that blame other than Travis? All eyes were on him, and many accused him of the chaos that had unfolded. Just a month later, Travis tried to set the record straight in an interview with Charlemagne the God. He claimed he couldn't hear the cries for help from the crowd or see the injuries happening in real time. Anytime you hear something like that, you want to stop the show. You want to make sure fans get the proper attention they need, Scott said. He insisted that he paused the show multiple times to check on the crowd, adding, "I really just go off of the fans' energy as a collective, and I just didn't hear that." But his explanation fell flat for many and the controversy grew. Legal troubles quickly followed, with one injured attendee slapping Scott with a $1 million lawsuit. But in a dramatic turn of events, a Texas grand jury decided not to indict him in June 2023. It was a massive relief for Travis, but the scars of that night linger. This incident became a defining moment in his career, a chapter that he might never fully escape, no matter how hard he tries. However, March 2023 was yet another wild chapter in the Travis Scott Chronicle. So what happened this time? After a night out at Nebula nightclub in New York City, things took a turn when Scott allegedly punched a sound engineer and racked up $12,000 in damages to the club's equipment. This all happened after he made a surprise appearance at Don Toliver's concert at Irving Plaza. Of course, the headlines went crazy, but Scott's lawyer, Mitchell Schuster, quickly called it a misunderstanding blown out of proportion by clickbait and misinformation. He assured everyone that they were working with law enforcement to clear things up, and a month later, TMZ reported that the case was quietly settled with no charges. Another close call for Travis. But just when you thought the dust had settled, June 2024 brought more trouble, this time in Miami. Scott found himself behind bars again, this time for disorderly intoxication and trespassing. It all went down after a night out that ended at Miami Beach Arena. According to the police, Scott caused a scene, yelling at people on a nearby vessel. Even after being told to leave, he couldn't resist coming back, which led to his arrest. His lawyer, Bradford Cohen, downplayed the situation, calling it a misunderstanding and thanking the authorities for resolving it quickly. But the real kicker? Later that day, Travis dropped a t-shirt featuring his mugshot with the cheeky slogan, "It's Miami," plastered underneath. Classic Travis, right? And then, just 2 months later, he is at it again. This time at a 5-star hotel in Paris after enjoying a U.S. men's basketball game at the Olympics. While his legal team brushed it off as another misunderstanding, it certainly didn't help his growing list of legal entanglements. Travis Scott seems to be living by the motto, if there's no drama, is it even a story? So, do you think Travis Scott is destined to stay in the spotlight for his music, or will his actions offstage overshadow his career? Comment down below. We would love to hear your thoughts.